All right, I think we're going. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to do a really brief update here about what has been going on exactly. I had planned on having several videos uploaded at this point, but I had started. Well, I didn't start. I was finishing up the editing, and my computer kind of took a crap on me, and I lost everything I had for 3 videos, which kind of really stinks. And I had to reinstall my OS and stuff, and it's actually finishing up. This is being streamed off my laptop, so I wouldn't be at all surprised if the audio is kind of wonky and the video looks funny because my laptop is about 10 years old, so I'm surprised it'll even handle this. But uh, what I ended up doing is because I had all day Friday that I was planning on like working on videos and stuff. There's some changes. Hey guys in chat. Uh, I'm surprised anybody popped in. This was really impromptu. Uh, there's been some changes around here that I've wanted to make for a while, and I did do like some paint and stuff, and that was like 10% of the changes I wanted to make. So I had about 8 hours yesterday to work on stuff, and then worked about another 6 or 7 hours today working on things. Uh, Hi Matt, Andy, Holly, what's up everybody? But I wanted to show you a little bit of what's going on here. There's not much different over here. That's the typical mess. This stuff will all be cleaned up. That's all going to change. Everything's going to change except this main workbench. But the big thing is I apologize for the motion sickness you're all about to get. But the big thing is I actually had uh, I can't get the camera straight. I had this area over here, and these walls were actually set up elsewhere in the basement for another project. And what I'm actually going to do is finish this entire area and have like a space set up that's I did a few videos a long time ago that were kind of in like a different setup. And I want to move that area over here and incorporate it into everything so I have like easy access to it and I can like use it on stream. And when I do the actual like terrain videos and stuff, like some things would just make more sense not in the workshop. And that's going to be like a full-on nerd corner. I'm going to have like a bunch of my retro gaming stuff over there, a bunch of my tabletop gaming stuff. There will be shelves along all those walls and a bunch of other things. And I just wanted to kind of let everyone know what's going on. No more Rogue Agenda setup. Well, it will be. I know chat's not on screen because I don't have everything off my like supercomputer setup. Thorin asked, no more Rogue Agenda setup. Rogue Agenda was a podcast that I did with a couple friends for about a year, actually. I can't believe that in hindsight it was that amount of time. But that's what that set was actually from. And we are going to be doing some Rogue Agenda stuff. I actually talked to the one friend I have that I did that with, my like partner. And we're actually going to do a new episode this week, if you can believe that, because we haven't done anything in a few months, and like I've started all this YouTube stuff, and my friend has been like pursuing I guess a career in like martial arts. He's been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and doing some instructing and going all kinds of seminars and competitions and stuff. So we are going to be doing a little bit more of that content on another channel. So that's not dead. I thought it was kind of dead, but I just kind of randomly contacted him and tried to. I'm worn out. I can't talk right. I tried to see if he'd be interested in talking a little bit about what both of us have been doing for the last few months, and he was actually cool with it. So yeah, even this desk, I moved the big crotch shot. I moved the big table I had, and I have a desk here with like a little bit better setup. It's all run into my laptop right now, which is why everything's kind of crappy. But we're going to try to improve lighting a little bit. I'm going to try to get my mics set up so I don't have freaking boom face here all the time. This is kind of getting old, always having this in a way and bumping it and stuff. But we're just going to try to make some use of the downtime while I get my main computer back up and reshoot these videos and stuff that I lost, which is, oh man, I just wanted to go to bed and sleep for like a month. when that happened. That was such a disappointment because I didn't even have backups. I have my camera that I shot everything with, and I moved everything over so I didn't like copy it. So all the hard copies got lost. So I lost everything. A couple hours of editing. I mean, I don't like to complain about editing. It is what it is. It's part of making videos, but it just sucked to lose all that. It really, really was a bummer. And then if any of you have ever worked on a project, like even when you go back and redo it, it's not the same as the first time you did it because I don't remember how everything was exactly. And I was trying some new things with the editing, and it just all got lost. All the templates and stuff I had made that I worked on, it's all gone. So that's what's been going on. I know I was planning on having several videos up at this point, 'cause today's what, Saturday? Yeah, I was planning on having the first terrain video up, and like that. Now I shot all this stuff of me like doing things with terrain, and like I have the finished pieces, but I don't have any of like the steps that I shot on how to do it. So yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff that needs redone, but. I move the camera again. I'm really pumped about having this little area over here. Like I said, I'm gonna have a bunch of nerd stuff over here. I have all my like retro gaming stuff that kind of needs a home. I need to paint this wall. I know you guys could never see before, but yeah, the gray, when the camera's over here, you couldn't really tell, but you can see that I kind of half-assed it a little bit, and there's like it needs done under here too. But I'll finish all that up, and we'll have a cool little secondary set with like I have my lights over here. Get a behind the scenes shot of my ghetto basement here. But no, hopefully we're up and running by Tuesday again. Well, even if I don't have everything finished, I'll still stream on Tuesday, and then hopefully be back on schedule for a video to come out probably next Thursday or Friday. Hopefully I can get everything reshot and computer up and working and all that jazz. Luckily I didn't have any like my processor, motherboard, graphics card, all that stuff was fine. I just lost a hard drive, which never saw the shop before. You've never been in my basement? This is two of my real life friends are here in chat that you guys can't see. You've never been in the basement? I'm surprised. I thought I showed you guys the Rogue Agenda set. I guess I never did. But it's a hot mess because everything's just kind of like piled up because of how much stuff I had to move these walls and stuff. So it's a mess. That's the joy of cameras. You can only see what you want people to see. A basement makes you jealous. Maybe this part of it, but the rest of it is just a regular, like our house was built in the 50s, so it's just a regular old basement. Yeah, Daryl was down here. That's right, Daryl was. I guess Holly wasn't. Husband and wife duo in the chat right now, two of my friends. But no, that's what's been going on, and like I said, I apologize. I was finally getting into like a rhythm of like recording videos and getting stuff edited in a reasonable amount of time, and like I thought I was just like hitting my stride finally, and then a hard drive that was less than a year old died on me. So, and it was a solid state drive. I know, like I've talked to guys before about how they do fail, and I have friends that swear up and down that they basically don't. Andy, I can safely say I've never been in your basement. I hope you haven't, because if you were, I didn't know about it. Geek Moto said in California we don't have basements. We do up here in Pennsylvania. It's pretty much the norm. Has been for like the last 50 years or so. Well, even before that, people had like stone basements. But that's what's been going on. I mean, beyond that, not too much. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot changed here, but it's been a lot of work, and I'm excited. I ordered another webcam, so hopefully there's going to be less moving cameras around. Like I'm going to set the one up over near the printer. The other one. See, here's this boom arm that I'm sick of, but there's the other camera here that I'll be able to set like semi-permanently up near the printer, so we can cut to it and won't have to move it around. I won't be like moving that big stand around and stuff. So we'll have a camera here. It does kind of stink. It does kind of stink. Like, I did like having my big table, and this camera was a little bit farther away, and I had a little bit more space, like, to work on stuff. But it's time for things to evolve a little bit. I think we're just under like 2,000 subs, so I think it's a good idea to keep things like moving along and try to make improvements and keep increasing like the quality of the content and streams and stuff. But yeah, and then like I said, I got another one of these cameras that are fairly nice. If anybody's looking for a webcam, the C930E from Logitech is a pretty nice camera, for a webcam anyway. And then we'll have another camera that's over like on this kind of nerd corner set that we can switch to and get transitions set up, and it should be cool. It should be cool. It'll make it a lot easier to do some slightly different kind of content and introduce it into the channel. Because I've touched on it before. Like, if anybody watched the last stream, I don't know if that stream's up. I think I took it down because I wanted to cut the tail end off. But the last stream, we were nerding out quite a bit with like the gaming stuff. I had Daggerfall up on my screen, was like showing some old PC games and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna slowly work in some of that, like that side of my nerdiness, and having this area will help that. It'll be a lot more fitting for like the terrain and stuff, instead of it just always being like the workshop. Like, I love my little workshop here, but yeah, it's nice to mix things up, and hopefully we're gonna streamline everything in the process, so it'll be good. It'll be good all around. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, I apologize if the audio is off on this. See, sometimes it's good that people can't see chat. Some of the things that go on in here. That doesn't need saved for the future. But no, I mean, unless anybody had any questions or anything, that's pretty much it for now. Like I said, I just wanted to. I've been trying to stay very consistent with keeping content coming out. So I just wanted to like let people know what was going on instead of it being like a week between my last stream and like the next time I do something. What's my next 3D printing project? That's a good question. That's a good question, because I have little projects like the terrain printing and stuff. Like, that's not really a big project, and I was actually looking on Facebook and stuff today and seeing like people who do like big stuff. And I kind of do need like a big project to work on for a little while. So I don't know if anybody, like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do, but I really don't know. Like, I had flirted with a couple ideas. Like, if any of you play Skyrim, there's a couple like iconic structures in Skyrim that I had been like considering doing. I can't think of any offhand, but like everybody knows Whiterun in Skyrim. Like, maybe one of the buildings from there, like the big boat place where the companions are, like something like that. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't have my printer running. That's because all my slicer software was on my main computer, and the prints I had running are finished, and I didn't really have the ability to slice any of the stuff I wanted to start printing. And I was just busy and I didn't stop to mess with it. Plus, my printer needs clean because I've been making a ton of dust down here. Andy, my life is complete. I ask a good question. But no, if anybody has any suggestions or anything they'd like to see me do, leave a comment on this video, because I'm pretty open to anything. Random question: is that all Mega Drives, or do you have a Genesis? I think 2 of them are Mega Drives and the other 4 are Genesis. And like I need to finish modding them. I think like 3 of those are like halfway finished with the AV mods and stuff. I need to finish that. I dropped all the retro gaming stuff like a bad habit when I got my 3D printer. Upgrade my MK2 to the MK2X. I really want to do that. I really, really want to do that. Icicle asked if I've seen the Wanhao Duplicator 7, the $399 resin printer. No, I haven't, actually. But it's like that. I'd love to get some more printers up in here, but funds are a little tight right now. Yeah, it must be the angle. They all look wider. No, there's two. Like I said, I think two of those are Mega Drives. The ones I think these are. Get my finger lined up. I think these are two Mega Drives, and then the rest are Genesis. But all my retro gaming stuff is in boxes. Yeah, mine too. It's like it's just crammed in the corner over there, and I'll finally be able to show some of it off. Because I've got some cool stuff. Like two of my favorites. It blows my mind that I have two of these. If anybody's ever seen the old holographic boxes for Daggerfall, I think these came from Comp USA. They were like a special edition that they did out. I not only have one that's not in perfect condition, but it's like a 95 out of 100, I would say. I not only have one, I have two of them. I never thought I'd even own one. But like stuff like this, it just ends up like sitting around, and I'm going to end up damaging it or something. I'll finally be able to like set it out and display it a little bit. And something else. Again, this is just nerd stuff. But if anybody ever played this game, this is one of my favorite like mech games, and I finally got a boxed copy recently of a game called Star Siege. But it's actually like a sealed, unopened copy that I finally tracked down. Got one of those. Cool. Have places to put that. And then over there, like the walls, I have a bunch of like there's going to be a little bit of shelving on the lower parts, and then the tops are all going to be like I have a bunch of like retro gaming posters, like from Nintendo Power. I have a bunch of like Skyrim maps, not Skyrim, but Elder Scrolls maps that I want to put up, stuff like that. Really, really nerded out. For years, I thought I'd never manage to get a copy of Steel Battalion. Oh, you got it with the controller? If anybody doesn't know, Miggy just said he got a copy of Steel Battalion. Steel Battalion has this huge, it's called I don't know if they technically call that a HOTAS, but it's a hands-on throttle and stick, I think, is what it is. But it's like a huge, oh my god, it's probably like, 3 feet wide? And has like, I think, at least one joystick, and then like the throttle thing and a bunch of buttons. Because actually years ago, I played MechWarrior, and I wanted to get one of those and mod it to just like a generic like USB controller, but I didn't have the heart to. I for one, I didn't want to buy one because they're kind of pricey. And then if I did buy one, I really didn't have the heart to like chop it up, so I never did it. MechWarrior 3 for life, yeah. I liked all the MechWarriors. MechWarrior 4 was the most fun, I think, because of how open the campaign was. And then I think I streamed that on this channel like one time, maybe. I think I did. Maybe it wasn't this channel, I don't remember. But they had the Solaris like arena kind of things where you're just like fighting. It was always fun. But hey, Sparky. Good morning. We do live far apart, don't we? Because it is 9 o'clock at night here. Oh, that's right, and it has pedals. It has rudders. The rudder controllers. I guess they're not rudders in a plane or in a mech, but yeah, same difference. But no, like I said, that's basically it. I just wanted to kind of let everybody know what was going on. So unless anybody had any questions, that's basically it. I got to do a little bit more work tonight. Though my wife already laid the law down. There's no more hammering or drilling because my daughter's in bed. But I have a lot of organization. I have like bins full of crap like everywhere, stacked up everywhere. I need to move the mixer and stuff. And I do like all the changes, but like I said, I don't like this camera being so close. I liked it before being about 4 feet away from me, so I had like the table space in front, and it just, I don't know. There's still room for improvement. I think my desk is too close to the bench. Because I think it's only like 30 inches here. I think I need to move it out. I need to make it higher. I don't know. It never ends. I'm picky. I'm a picky bastard. But Sparky said it's 10 a.m. there. We live on almost literally opposite sides of the planet, I guess. Oh, that's right. You're in Australia. Yeah. I don't know how they actually are on a globe. I would imagine they're about on opposite sides. because that's what, an hour off from being a 24-hour difference, or a 12-hour difference, I mean. But no, cool guys. Thanks for 32 people stopping by for my brief channel update. But yeah, just to recap, because I know most of you that are sitting here now don't know what happened, but I was doing some editing the other day, and my hard drive took a crap, and I lost a ton of stuff, including all the footage I had for 3 videos. And in the downtime I had, because I had all day yesterday and some time today, we did some changes. We're gonna upgrade the set and stuff. I still have like kind of mediocre lighting, and I actually have some better lighting that I made over on the other set, and we're gonna move that over here, and hopefully just make things better. Hopefully just like standardize things. Like if any of you guys have watched my streams, you know that I bitch incessantly about camera settings. So once I have kind of like stabilized lighting, I'll be able to like figure out the values it's supposed to be and have it set up the same on every stream and stuff. So hopefully there's like color consistency. Like right now, the color temperature is like, it's so hard to get it to look right. I don't know. Never ends. There's too many things to tweak. If anybody's ever done streaming and dealt with computers and sound and video and stuff, there's too many options available. But yeah, that's it. So unless anybody had any questions about what's going on, like I said, that was a good question about like what project I currently have going on as far as like 3D printing, because I really don't have a big ongoing project that I'm like working towards. So if anybody has any ideas about like stuff they'd like to see, as far as like a big project that might take us like a few weeks or months to complete, that would be cool to work on and share progress on with. Hold the camera on you in portrait. No, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. But I had talked before, because I have like this is a model. Well, any model is easy to get. Like this is one of the what am I trying to say? MechWarrior Online models. Like something like one of these, but maybe 2 feet tall. You know what I mean? Something like that. Andy's working on a 3D printer car. 3D printed RC car, I assume you mean. Let's build a giant printer. That is something I would like to do this year. If any of you guys have seen the kind of upgrades people do, like they see, here's this damn boom in the way again. People take the Prusa MK2 frame and replace it with extruded aluminum. I'd like to do that. That seems like a really cool thing. And I guess before too long here, I did email Prusa to find out like what the exact date's going to be. And I don't think they've gotten back to me. But sometime in the near future, we're going to have the multi-material upgrade to mess with. So that'll open up some new opportunities. If you see the backside of this print, I know it's a little hard to see, but it's really ugly because there was so much support material because it actually printed laying on its back in one piece. We're going to be doing a lot of things with the multi-material upgrade. The first thing I really want to test extensively is using soluble supports for models like this. So we can actually just like be pretty liberal with supports in a print and then not really worry about them like ruining the surface of it and stuff. So I'd like to do that, but even that's not really like a project that would be ongoing. But I don't know. People do all kinds of cool stuff. I was watching videos of a guy that did a full suit of power armor from Fallout 4, like stuff like that. So if anybody has any ideas for something like big, I would be down for working on something like that. Miggy said he got him some acrylics and brushes and printed the paint pots. Oh, that's cool. But no, hopefully there will be a lot in the future here once I get rolling again. Because like I said, it kind of like, It was kind of a kick in the balls to feel like I was finally hitting a stride with like making videos and getting editing done, and then kind of catastrophe struck. So luckily I had backup hard drives, but I didn't actually have things backed up. So I had other hard drives that I could throw in and reinstall Windows 10 on, but I didn't save anything. I lost a bunch of stuff. If anybody's had a hard drive fail before without backing stuff up, it's this continual painful realization of things that you've lost. Like, you'll forget things that you had on there that you lost. And like I've made a bunch of like digital game demos and stuff over the years that I've like dabbled with. I lost all that stuff. Lost all the assets and stuff that I'd made for them, which is kind of disappointing. I lost a lot of my YouTube thumbs and stuff. Like, some I was able to save off of old videos, but like the templates I had used, they're all gone. I mean, that's not the end of the world, but just kind of irritating. But luckily I did have a storage drive on my computer, and that one's fine. It was just like my OS drive with most of my files that I worked on a regular basis are dead. It's dead. I do have a little bit of something to share right now. I did get my Maker box. I guess I got it yesterday. This month's Maker box was pretty kick-ass. We've got the Elixir PLA. I know that's like bright as hell. We've got the Elixir PLA, which is kind of cool. You can get some really shiny, like almost pearlescent finishes out of that. That's a cool filament. We've got the HD glass. Again, I know it's a little bright. My white balance is kind of crazy. We've got the HD glass. Let me turn that down a bit. Which is like a modified, it says it's a modified PETG compound. And I know it's a little hard to see, but it's very, very transparent. And apparently if you print slow with thick layers, you can get the print itself to be relatively transparent. So that's a cool filament. This is called T-line. I don't know exactly what it is, but it says you can warm your part up in warm water and then form it. So I guess you can like re-soften it, because it says it's great for prosthetics. And that is like glass clear. So it'd be interesting to see how that prints. And then the one that like genuinely excited me was in this month's Maker box, they threw in some of the conductive graphite. I am really pumped to try some things with that. This would be a lot cooler with the multi-material upgrade, because you could like be printing in like a PLA and then have your conductive filament and print the traces and stuff like right in your print. But this is still going to be kind of fun to mess with. I've seen this before and I wanted to buy some, but it's kind of expensive. And I think actually when I was looking at it initially, it wasn't really released on the market right when I first got my printer. It was a technology that companies were just starting to like start to hit the market with. Like, a lot of videos they had out about the conductive stuff was just companies that were demonstrating it at conventions and stuff. So we do have some really cool filaments to mess with in the future here. So I'm really pumped about that. I'm really pumped about the conductive. I want to do a bunch of tests and stuff with different print settings and see like just how conductive we can get it. Because more than likely, I still haven't messed with that 0.8 millimeter nozzle we have, and like that conductive stuff might be a good filament to mess with that with. But yeah, no, I was pretty pumped when I opened that box, because I was going to open it on stream and stuff, but I didn't have a computer for a little bit, so I went ahead and popped it open. But no, I'm pretty excited to print with basically all of them. And there's actually I have a backlog of MakerBox filaments. I do like it. I need to do a review of them. I really do like the MakerBox because it gives you access to some of those more exotic things without having to spend a ton of money on full rolls. So it's really cool to get them to kind of mess with. And if you do end up liking them, you can just like buy them. Buy a full roll if you end up needing it. But the only thing I don't like about the MakerBox is I think that's one, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's my 5th maker box. And every single month, they have crept the price up a little bit. And I guess it bothered me a little less this month because of the cool stuff that's in there, but it's been very trivial increases, but it has crept up. Like this last month, I think they said they increased it because postal rates went up. So I think it went up like something, like don't hold me to it, but I think like 40 or 50 cents. So it wasn't anything crazy, but it's been every month, literally every month. It's went up a little bit. So I think before long here, there's a couple other maker style boxes that I'd like to try anyway, but I think in a little bit here, like if they keep creeping the price up, I'll probably get off the maker box and switch to something else for a little while, and yeah. Because it already, depending on what they send, like there was a couple months where I really didn't have much interest or use for the stuff that they sent, so blame Brexit. Trump did it. Thanks. I guess we can't say thanks Obama. Now it's thanks Trump. Thanks Trump. You dick. But no, I'm pretty politically neutral on the channel, so I don't really comment on stuff. I'm an absurdly opinionated person, so if you want to talk about politics privately or anything like that, send me a message. I can jam some of my opinions down your throats, but that's not something that'll ever really be on here. It just kind of toxifies the environment. But no, thanks everybody. And Sparky said sneaky price changes. They were very upfront about them in a way, but like a lot of them, they were kind of like as they were charging your card for the next month. So, I mean, not literally the moment they were doing it, but you know what I mean? Like you'd get like an email, and I don't check my email like hourly. So you get like an email, and then like 2 days later, your box was charged and stuff. So they do kind of like, sneaky's not the right word, but yeah, they're not really like shouting it from the mountaintop and saying, hey, do you want to opt into the new one at this new price? It's like, hey, by the way, you got charged more. Did you? We're not discussing it. Luckily, the chat's not on the screen. We're not talking about it, Andy. There's plenty of places on the interwebs. Like, you probably have a Facebook account. Go argue with your family about politics. I'm sure most people are like me, where you're just like I said, I'm opinionated, but at the same time, I'm just like sick of talking about so much of it because we can't really change anything. So talking about it just kind of ruffles feathers, hurts feelings, and causes drama. Oh, you don't have to apologize. Just don't be surprised if I don't engage with comments or questions about politics. Like I said, maybe I'll start an alternate channel here at some point, and I can rant and rage and rave about stuff. But no, so that's what's going on. Things are changing. I wish I had more space down here, but yeah, hopefully things will be cool in the future. I'm really excited to do some videos, and maybe if all goes well, the stream this week will be over on the kind of side set, and we'll kind of like christen it on the first week. Because the nice thing, everything will be integrated through the same computer and stuff for streaming. So even if we are over there, we'll still have access to the camera and stuff that's on the printer. So we're not really like losing out on anything by being in one space over another. So it'd be cool. Hopefully everybody will appreciate the little bit of work and kind of dig like the new setup. So Ralph said, just like at the bar, no politics and religion. I'm fine with that. We can have bar rules in here. I wish I streamed later in the day. I'd probably like have a rum and coke every stream, or like a different drink every stream. That'd be kind of cool. Have like the drink of the day. Sparky. Exactly. Everybody has access to social media. That's where you like go hurt feelings and lose friends. We don't have to do that in the 3D printing. This is the 3D printing zone here. No politics or religion. Unless it's related to 3D printing. If the Catholic Church comes out and tries to ban 3D printers or something, then we'll do some commentary on it. try being a beer snob. I'm definitely not a beer snob. I hate beer. Which is funny to say that. That might offend more people than discussing religion or politics, but I've tried over and over and over and over and over, and I can't. The only beer I can stand is like wheat beer and mead. I can tolerate wheat beer and mead, but anything with hops, I just don't like the flavor of hops. I don't like it. I've tried it to death. Earl said drunken dungeon mastering. You said it wrong, but I know exactly who you mean. I freaking love that guy's channel. Do you mean Drunkens and Dragons? Because if you guys haven't checked that out and you like role-playing, go check out Drunkens and Dragons. I love that guy. He's the one who turned me on to light beer and red wine mixed together. That sounds terrible, but it's actually pretty great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hankerin Furnail, I think, is his kind of like online persona. Totally dig it. That's why one of the 3 videos was the Hey That's Cool series. And he is definitely a contender for being on the Hey That's Cool series. But like that video is like gone now because all the stuff in it was kind of like relevant to last week, and if I remake it, it's not gonna make a whole lot of sense because they were like kind of time sensitive things. But it was kind of sad. I don't know if you guys saw in some of the 3D printing groups, there was a couple in. I know it's not really fitting the channel update, but it is relevant to 3D printing in a way. There was a couple that was found dead in their home in California, and it's kind of tragic. But I think the worst part about it is just how like shockingly wrong the media tends to get, like, understand and handle anything related to 3D printing. It's easy. Like, I get a little jaded now that I've been like immersed in it for, hasn't even been that long. It's only been a few months, but like to me it seems like not that crazy new and hard to understand or anything. But every time there's a news story that has to do with like 3D printing or anything related, it becomes evident again, like how new this stuff is to the general public. But yeah, it's a sad story. But I think the worst part about it is like, just like all the kind of stereotypical like internet drama and stuff and misinformation and like people just like giving their opinions about people dying and stuff. And it's just like, stop it. Stop it. All that needs said is the media kind of got everything wrong. 3D printers aren't killing people. Let's go make some cool stuff. Let's get back to doing 3D printing stuff. Miggy said it's ironic given that the tech has been around for decades. I know. It's kind of crazy, especially when it's like people's jobs. Like, I don't want to rant about the media, but it's especially when it's like your job to convey information in a way that can be understood. And then they just like get things so wrong. It reminds me of like it wasn't all that long ago with the younger boy who was killed with the hairspray incident. Again, if you want to know about that stuff, you can look it up on your own time. But the stories that were going around about that, like the media was saying that like a 3D printer exploded and stuff and killed this like young boy, and it's like, no, that's not what happened. That is not what happened. Alex said, I'm 13. I don't drink coffee. It tastes gross. You need to do. I don't want to advocate for young people to drink coffee, but like when I was younger and I drank coffee. You put milk in it until it's basically white, and then put 1 scoop of sugar for every ounce of coffee. Like, that's how I used to drink coffee when I was a kid. And my grandfather just, like, couldn't cringe harder, because he's, like, sitting there drinking it black, and I'm just like, sugar milk, sugar milk, sugar milk. That's how I drank it. It doesn't taste gross if you get enough milk and sugar in there. Eventually, it doesn't even taste like coffee. It's just like a really sweet milk drink. But anyway, thanks everybody for popping in. I really do love being able to jump on and people jump in and talk with me about stuff. But like I said, I'm not gone. I know it's been a little while. I don't think I've streamed since like Thursday. Well, I guess say that's like it's that freaking long ago, but no, I still am making like a serious push to like release videos on a regular basis. So that is still happening. We just had a minor hiccup, but we will be proceeding, and hopefully when I stream Tuesday, which I will, even if it's like utter chaos down here, I'll stream on Tuesday. So hopefully when I stream on Tuesday, I've got some like new cool stuff to show off, and we'll be in a whole new area. I dig the orange and gray, but hopefully we won't be in a little orange and gray world over here when I stream Tuesday. But yeah, I'll leave you guys to discuss your coffee here. A pinch of salt. I've never tried that in my coffee. Yeah, never tried that. I have tried like baking soda in my tea. That was like a weird one. That actually did help with the I don't know. There's some science behind it, but yeah, a little pinch of baking soda in your pitcher of tea actually made it quite nice. But anyway, guys, I don't want to sit here and ramble for too long. Channel update. Try to keep it concise. Thanks, Mr. Richard. But yeah, we'll be back. Hopefully without, like I said, I'm getting kind of sick of this. Does this surely kind of interferes with the overall aesthetics, having this freaking thing all the time. I'd like to get a lavalier soon with like a little wireless setup so I can move around and not be tethered to mic booms and stuff. But baby steps. But stop drawing me in. Isn't butter supposed to do something amazing too to tea? Yeah, I know a lot of people that put butter in. Most of those guys are like English though. I don't know any Americans that do it. But all right, guys. I don't want to sit here and talk about tea and coffee. I do want to sit here and talk about tea and coffee for an hour, but I don't want this video to be an hour and a half long. So I'll see everybody Tuesday if you want to stop and hang out with me. It'll be the normal time. It'll be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be doing something. Like I said, if you do have any ideas for any like big projects that you'd like to see me do, leave a comment. Leave some suggestions. But I think we do need a big like project like that. It'd be cool. If nothing else, like it is cool, and it'll be kind of like a new challenge. I've never really printed out any big pieces that need to be mated together. Because I know some people run into problems with like keeping everything like flat and flush. And Spaghetti said the RC printed plane. That is a cool project. The RC plane is a cool thing. The Spitfire, I think it is. But I'm not gonna do a Spitfire. So, thank you for the suggestion. I'll write it in my book of suggestions. But no, we're not going to do an RC printed plane. If we're going to do anything that flies, we'll do a heli. But even that, I have a bunch of helis already. I don't need to print one. Print something cool. I have a feeling it's going to end up being like some cosplay thing. I don't know. Maybe I can do myself I can turn myself into Tracer or something. Everybody always does like the Overwatch stuff. I can do steampunk frame enhancements for my glasses. It was Sparky's suggestion. Yeah, something. I don't know. There's some amazing project that's just like waiting to be done. Like even some of these, like I don't know. If you can kind of see like the robots there, because these are like old, because it's like 1998. Dynamix, a Sierra company. Anybody remember that golden age of PC games? The Nillabean. See, there's all kinds of cool stuff we could do. But I'd kind of like to do, like people pull models out of games, and people have done like all the really cool stuff. Like people have pulled stuff out of like Fallout 4 and like Doom, and I've seen all kinds of stuff. I haven't seen too many people pull models out of like really dated games, like super polygon crazy looking stuff, like a Quake 2 character, like something like that. Tap into like some of that retro gaming stuff. Like I don't know. Some of the just like comically bad 3D models from like older games would be kind of funny to print out. Like Free Space, yeah. Print out a ship from like Descent. Do a Lara Croft. Spaghetti said do a Lara Croft bust. I don't know what you mean by that. Are you being a little randy? But no, it's something to think about. Any of you guys that are kind of like, I need to quit saying you guys. I don't want to be like, I get accused of being sexist anymore for saying that stuff. If any of you fine people have any suggestions or think of anything, just leave your thoughts. It doesn't even have to be like you think it's the best idea ever. Like if you just have a thought about like what we could do or something that would be cool to see, just drop a comment on this video. And maybe we'll discuss it again. I'll give everybody a little bit of time to think about it, and then maybe we'll discuss it Tuesday. I'll try to like think about it a little bit and get some kind of direction for a big project like that. It'd be cool to do. Ann Busy's the only female I know that is into 3D printing. There's a few. I didn't even know Ann Busy was a female. I don't really pay attention. I get like the demographic information from my YouTube channel, and let me actually check it because it's pretty comical. I can't share my screen because I don't have that set up on my laptop. But where is it? Demographics. The sex demographic is pretty hilarious to me. Gender, okay. 0.5% of my overall viewing demographic are females over the age of 65. Interesting to know. But yeah, it's 99% male. Like my overall watch time is 99% male and like 0.8% female. So I just always assume that it's a sausage fest in here. Yeah, plus Sparky. Sparky's here frequently. She's a very visible part of the YouTube 3D printing community. Definitely a girl. But no, thanks everybody. Like I said, we'll be here Tuesday, and we'll chat about some more 3D printing stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do Tuesday. We'll do something that's fun. After all this work, I'm ready for like a little distraction from life and stress and stuff. So we'll do something a little lighthearted on Tuesday. Sparky said 4 to 5% female audience on her channel. See, I don't attract the ladies. We need to do something. I should have went with like something instead of the orange, like something more feminine, and start putting like my workshop on my thumbnails. We could like broaden our demographic here a little bit. But yeah, I don't know what to do. I need to get in shape, and then I could like do my stream shirtless. Maybe that would help. But I'll see you guys Tuesday. Like I said, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pretty normal stuff. And we'll do something fun on Tuesday. I don't know what that is yet. I know I've already said that, but we'll do something fun. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Hopefully there's some people are excited about the changes. I'm kind of excited to try like the new setup out, and I don't know, maybe I'll break down and buy a lavalier and have it for Tuesday. I don't know. I'd really like to do that. Like I said, I'm kind of sick of this. I'm sick of you cheap mic boom. It's not even one of the good ones. But anyway, thanks guys. Peace.